When you ask about him, they say he has good and bad. He's good and bad. Do you give him your daughter? Do you marry off your daughter to him? What do you say? When someone goes and acts in a way that does not befit a student of knowledge, this makes him what? And he constantly does so. And this is his way. And this is how he behaves. He's no longer a source to be taken ilm from. He's no longer someone that ilm should be taken from. If he's acting childishly, if he's acting deviantly, if he's acting unbefittingly, how do you trust your religion with someone like this? I remember I told you, and I will keep giving this example and this analogy, as wallahi it left me speechless when I called my Shaykh Muhammad Hisham al-Tahri and I asked him about certain people. He said, look, if there are people, he said, look, if you're talking about someone, when it comes to the religion of Allah Azza wa Jal, he has mixed up between the way of the righteous people and the way of the Sunnah and the way of Salaf al-Salih, and that with the way of those who deviated. Do you take ilm from him? No, you don't. And he said, I will give you an example so you fully understand this. You fully understand it. He said, AbdulAziz, if someone proposes to your daughter and you go ask about him and they say, well, he has this and that. He mixes between the two. When it comes, when you ask about him, they say he has good and bad. He's good and bad. Do you give him your daughter? Do you marry off your daughter to him? What do you say, ya akhwa? Of course no. No. Everyone is saying no. No. Unanimous, ya akhwa? No. And this is exactly what I told the Shaykh. I said no. He said, Tayyib, if for your daughter you're not going to accept this, you're going to accept it for your deen, which is more important than your daughter and then your body and then this worldly life? Ya akhwa, wallahi, it leaves you speechless what he said. We don't accept this for ourselves and our daughters, for something that is in worldly life that's going to go and pass away, and we accept it for our religion? Ajib. Even on face value, logically, it's absolutely unacceptable. So one of you might come and ask, he says, what do you mean if he has good and bad? Everyone has good and bad. We say, Ya akhi, if this is what is apparent to people, that his reputation is that there is bad that he's showing people. Because when you go and you ask about somebody, a lot of the times, they say, wallahi, he prays at the masjid, he's known to have good manners, they say only good things about him. And after you get to know him, you see that he has also bad, right? This is the person that they only complimented and said good things about him and has a good reputation. Then what about the one who is showing? People are complaining about his bad behavior and his bad and doing bad stuff and doing that which is haram and publicly and so on and so forth. Then it's going to be even worse, right? That's why no one accepts this. No one accepts this. No.